Hey everybody, this is Marcus here. I'm starting a new channel here, and it's going to be called Small Goals, Big Wins. And essentially, I want to take you on this journey that I am deciding that I want to be on, reflecting over the past year of my life and probably a little bit further than that when you really get down to the root causes. And I want to take and make small goals for each day, and I just want to track and see where that takes me over the course of a longer term, like 10 years. I've had some things go wrong in the past few years, some relationships that have ended, some people that passed away, and I wasn't able to understand that. Still, am not. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are in a similar situation, a similar boat compared to myself, who probably have some similar feelings. For the longest time, I went and blamed just external environmental factors, or I wasn't coping with the parts of me that were in conflict. And I know that's got to change. And the funniest part about this, well, maybe not funny, I find a lot of things funny that aren't funny in the traditional sense, which is something you'll probably learn over the course of this. But one of the interesting things about this is where this motivation really came from. I've kind of had this idea on the back burner for a while and decided to just hold off. I just didn't feel ready for this. But I actually took this leadership course with my job, advanced leadership development. And one of the things that they pointed out was that you need to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. And during this course, a lot of the material was focused on what are your ethics, what do you want to do, uh, how do you define your morality, and what kind of leader do you want to be. And I wanted to be the kind of leader who took care of his people, took care of his tribe, took care of the people around him at the expense of himself, if necessary. And once we got to a point in the course where we looked at the different factors of your own personal strength, toughness, and health as a leader, I realized that I've been deficient in those areas and that I need to take some time and make sure that I'm taking care of myself in those areas. So that's what I'm trying to do. Um, in this chart, they give 8 areas where you focus on. It's physical health, so more focused on the exercise, financial health, spiritual health, medical and dental health. So that would be more of the, uh, making sure you're going to doctor stuff, whereas physical would be more of the gym stuff, but it's kind of confusing. Environmental, so making sure that the area around you, you know, I think for on a personal level, I think it's more of, are you keeping your stuff clean? Are you putting yourself in a good environment that way? Then we go to nutritional, psychological, and social. And when I was looking at all of these factors, these are all factors, these are all something that I want to improve in my life. So another part of this course talked about making SMART goals. Um, just for, got the course book in front of me. The course is over, but I don't think it really is for me. So going through and seeing some of these things, I got a project management cert. I'm PMP certified, and seeing some of these things, this sparked something in me where I was taking care of the projects at work. I was taking care of the people around me to the best of my ability, but I wasn't taking care of myself. And this is the ultimate project. So, what I want to do in this series is make specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goals to improve those previously stated 8 areas in my own life and document that and share that with you as a form of accountability. Uh, Accountability is huge, and I don't think that I've been accountable to myself, especially in the past year. So I want to be accountable to an external factor, you, and hopefully some of the things that I need to do and some of the things that I will do in this series will help someone out there do the same thing that I'm doing, because I know that there's other people who are going through similar things. And I mean, I think when we look at society right now, we lack a lot of community. Uh, for context, I recently moved to a city for 9 months. I'm in month 7, and once you get out of college or high school and you get out of sports programs, little league, all that, and you're in the workforce, like, what do we do as adults to socialize in this country? We don't go to bowling alleys. We don't, I mean, bowling leagues are a novelty, to be honest. Like, I've been in one, and it's really just a novelty, like, hey, I check the box. But you know, there's a very few, there's a low amount of these places where we can just naturally go and learn and explore and find out about other people in our communities. So I think a lot of this has to be an online community right now. You know, we make the best of the internet, even though I think a lot of the internet aspects are what degrade us. So I think that's what I'm trying to do here, is make and go through some of the material in this course again and put forth plans to improve myself as an individual, so that when I'm in my communities, when I'm at work, or when I'm in different settings, that I can display the best me that I can, and I can help others and make them feel like they belong in that community, and I can put all of my energy into that, because when I go home, I spend 6, 7, 8 hours a day putting refilling my meter, right? Because we got about 8 hours of work, you know, if we're lucky. Some days I know it's longer for that for some people. Then we have 8 hours of sleep, and we have, 6 to 8 hours of time that we get to spend either enriching our families, enriching ourselves, surviving, providing for ourselves. So I want to take that 6 to 8 hours and maximize that, because I don't think I have. I haven't been doing that. I think I've been putting forth my 8 hours at work, and the 8 hours of sleep, I feel like that catches up to you no matter what. But what am I doing in those 6 to 8 hours where I'm not online or I'm not working and I'm not sleeping? So that's what I'm going to focus on here. Um, so I'm going to end the video there. I think this is just the first video. I'm going to see kind of what format makes this work the best. But I wanted to get that out there, put that in the universe, and start getting to be accountable for this. And, hopefully I do this for the next 10 years. That's kind of where I want to be. I want to do this for 10 years and focus on doing that. I want to, make, just get that out there, because I don't want to stop doing this. I think if I stop doing this, that's when life is going to get a lot harder again, because during this class, maybe I'll break this down in a video later on, because I think it's good own separate topic. But during this class, there are a lot of real life scenarios that really made me motivated to improve what I'm doing here and do this, so that when those scenarios happen, I can be there with my full capacity. Because I think not being there in that full capacity is something is very detrimental to the teams that you're a part of. So that's what I'm going to work on. That's what I'm going to do. And I hope that if you see this and you look at it and there's not a bunch of follow-ups to this, that you call me out. And if this is something that you also need to do, maybe we can do it together. Reach out, and I want to be available for other people who are doing the same thing, because I think there's a lot of people who need to do this in the world. And sometimes they don't, and the consequences can be quite severe. So if you need a helping hand or you need someone to just talk to, reach out. I'm always that's gonna be one of the promises that I make, that, that I'll always have something there. That, it might not be the best advice. I'm still learning. I'm not a professional at, in fact, maybe the opposite. I'm the least professional at doing this kind of stuff for myself. And I think that degrades my ability to help others, but that's going to be one of the goals, is to make sure that I can improve that skill set. So I hope that I can help you or lead you in the right direction. That's all I got to say about today. I think I tried to end this like 3 minutes earlier, so maybe that last part was rambling, but hopefully we get a little bit better on format and consistency of how we do this. But I wanted to put that out in the universe and get that out there. So thanks for watching. If you're in a similar situation, please, I know not everyone at their job gets a 3 or 4 day course to kick them in the ass, but maybe this can be your little ass kick so that you start really focusing on the things that you want to improve in your life. If that's a journey you want to take, please join me. I'd love to walk this road with you, because I think at the end of the day, it's going to be those small goals that lead to those big wins.